Today is December 13th, 2020. Another blog for CISO de l'Outaouais. But it's not just them. I mean, it's not just Quebec, and it's not just Canada. There are things that are slightly different, and if you ask a culture pair, I don't know any others, but some of the minor differences between the cultures, they'll tell you what they noticed if they decided to do the research or pay attention. But it's the similarities that matter here. And again, throwing more money. Do you think the doctors or nurses or care aides, do you think that in their head is, no, I will not, and they even tell this to the patients, I will not be good at what I do until I get a raise or my union wins against this employer? That's not it. And if it is it, then yeah, you should not only fire them, you should press criminal charges, right? So to throw more money at stuff, I don't know, do the politicians, because that's what they do, they think that's what the doctors are doing? I don't think that's what the doctors are doing. But if you think so, and you think throwing more money at them will suddenly make them do a 180 that they've been just waiting for the right amount of money to do, and that will come to them naturally and suddenly be extremely competent, and then history will write down, wow, we defeated the virus. No, it's not the virus that's killing people as much as it's the lack of accountability and the systems that are drained from greed and from poor training and from poor quality monitoring. And it goes to the universities too, right? So if you say, okay, if you want a raise, we'll give it to you, but it comes with a culture repairer coming in and evaluating you and retraining you, and you must do what they say, because their job is to actually make your cultures better. But everybody is in survival mode, and again, it's not just here, but I most definitely see it here. I see it in medical, I see it in law enforcement, I see it in politics, I see it in education. If a culture repairer comes in and explains the math of stress, let's say if you do these, and I'll evaluate your culture to see what the stress threshold is, and we'll do it in steps. But if you do these, it won't take 10 years. It won't even take a year. If you do these within 6 months, 3 months, depending what the specific project is, and you just get out of the survival one day at a time mode and apply these things and allow yourselves to learn things you should have really learned, and you can sue your universities and your unions and your employers and your evaluators and your professional associations if you want, and get the money back into retraining yourselves for quality, and stop blaming the natural world like a virus that is your fault anyways. So just do better and stop surviving one day at a time. Apply one tiny thing. And I can go with police officers. Okay, let's say I do a blog where I'm going back to a part of Canada I used to live, and I know I'll be driving this road that was never safe for me to go the speed limit. Let's say I do a blog, and I send it to the RCMP, who are the police force hired for there. And I say, I'll be going 10% over like you tell your friends and family to do in this area, because going the speed limit actually puts me more at risk. Now, of course, if there's going to be an accident, the forces of physics say that 10% more is a lot riskier. But I have training that at that speed, compared to the average driver, I can probably succeed. But if I go the speed limit, I get so many dangerous tailgaters and people making bad decisions about when to pass. Now, if the police officers see this video, we're going to go give them a ticket every day. I will agree to pay this ticket. I will even pay double in one condition: that they start acting like police officers and do police work. That means I will already have prepared a document that say this is, as a culture repairer, what you need to do for me to safely, over the weeks, if you apply this, come back to this speed limit where it won't be putting me at risk anymore to go the speed limit. And of course, it means them doing police work. Of course they won't do that. They're surviving one day at a time. You silly, silly homo communion.